If your water is physical, when you dream, you will always be seeing them in your dream. They will come as a human in your dream and tell you their name, what you'll be calling them. And they will also tell you where you can meet them physically. Maybe in your village, maybe any water around nearby. That is where your water spirit might dwell. So if your water is physical, they will come to your dream and tell you their name, what you'll be calling them. And they will tell you the location where they are, maybe in your village or nearby. Do you understand? And when you wake up from that sleep, you will march and go to that particular stream they have showed you in your dream, and you will address them by that name they have told you to call them in that dream when you get to that physical water. Now it means when you get to that physical water, that is where you're going to settle them. At that physical water is where you're going to settle them. At that physical water is where you're going to be feeding them. Do you see? Because they are physical. So you get to that stream or to the river, and that particular river they told you in the dream, where they pointed their finger to you in the dream. When you wake up, you will go to that river physically. When you get up, when you get to that river physically, you will address them by the name they have told you to call them in the dream. And it's at that river you will settle them, and that river you'll be communicating with them because they are physical, they are not spiritual. So you don't give what belongs to them in a spiritual realm. You have gotten it wrong. Do you feel me? So if your water is physical, you go to a physical water and do your settlements and be communicating with them. Do you feel me? Now remember, you may be in abroad and your water is physical. You can be communicating with them spiritually. Then when you get to your hometown or your village, you will now march to that physical water they told you and do the full rites. And remember, if your water is physical and you're in abroad, you want to communicate with them, you don't have the ability to communicate with them physically, you can communicate with them spiritually and tell them, look, oh, I am not there physically. I am here. So please, blah, blah, blah. You tell them what you want to tell them. And you promise them that when you get to your hometown, you will go and see them physically. And when you get to that your hometown, don't fail to go and see them physically so that you will not wrong them. Do you feel me?